Hello, this is Patrick Powers. This video is for the Visual Frameworks class for Project 3 within the December of 2011 term. So this week in general went pretty well, I would say. There was a few instances where I ran into issues of missing or misspelling something, missing a semicolon, missing whatever it might be that made the code completely run awry or basically not run at all. And that was my biggest issue. And I mean, I guess kudos to Chad. This is the good side of things. Your videos were extremely useful, extremely detailed, really marking down what every single little detail meant, and it really helps on our side. So thank you for that. But just in general, I mean, it went well. It's really cool to kind of use the code to create all this functionality and checking things to make sure they work. The validation, I mean, it's a lot of really cool things that we learned this week, and I'm really looking forward to continue learning and moving past this project, or I shouldn't say that, adding to this project. And I think it's just obvious. I mean, our previous JavaScript knowledge has been expanded upon, I don't even want to say 10 times, maybe 20, 30 times. I mean, this week's assignment and writing all this JavaScript is really, really detailed, but really informative. I mean, making those little tiny errors and having to go back and find those little tiny misspellings, having to run through line by line by line, that's how you're able to actually truly learn this stuff. So, and then, moving into the future and completing this application and seeing where it might go. I'm definitely excited about that. Within the form validation is extremely important if you ask me, depending on what you're using it for. I mean, if you're using it for a business, you got to make sure those contact numbers are appropriate. You got to make sure you have a guest name so that you can call that phone or email that person with the appropriate information. So I think validation is huge in a business setting when these forms really mean something. It also, in terms of the validation or the responses you get when things aren't validated, again, it depends on the people you are creating that application or that form for. If it's very professional, make sure it's very professional. Keep it concise and as short to the point as possible, no matter who you're working with. But if it's a less formal application, a less formal form, maybe you can be a little bit less formal within your validation error messages. But I think it's all pertains to the group of people that you are actually creating this application for. So again, thank you for everything, and really appreciate the detailed videos. But on that, looking forward to week 4 and just continuing to learn this stuff. Thanks.